here from DJ's Workshop. Today we're going to do a little upgrade to the Pinnacle camper. Last week I had a vacation and I was able to take it out for a couple of days on maiden voyage just to make sure everything was working properly. One thing we noticed was the refrigerator took a little while to cool down. So what I want to do today is I'm going to add a couple of cooling fans behind the refrigerator. We're going to put them up in the vent up there. We don't want to put them here to push the air out. We want to put them up there to pull the air out. So I'm going to show you what I got, and we'll get those installed and see how it goes. Okay, so this is the kit that I purchased that we're going to be installing today. Comes with some wiring, some zip ties, some mounting brackets, and we have some instructions here. Okay, and it does show to put them up on the top there. And then we got our fans. Okay, we got a couple of ultra quiet RV fridge fans, 120 by 120 by 25, and that's what we're going to install. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is determine where we're going to tap in the power. So you have a control unit here under the bottom door here at the base of the refrigerator. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so we have a ground point right here. You can see where there's a couple of ground wires bolted into the framework here. You have two wires here. The white one is a ground, the red one is a power. And we can tell just by looking this up over here. Making sure we got a good connection on the ground. Okay, you can see we got power there. So that's where we're going to tap in on the power wire. Alright, we're going to mount the fans up on the top there. And I'm probably going to mount them up on the wood frame up in here, because we have the heat coils right here. So we'll put them right there and it'll blow the hot air out. Okay, so looking at the diagram here, you have the two fans. And then what you want to do is you want to connect the red to the red, and that's going to go to power. Black to black, that's going to go to ground. The other thing we want to put in the mix is we have a thermostat. Okay, so that's going to go in line with the ground and then to the ground. Okay, so the kit comes with these little L brackets, and we're going to mount them to this board right here, and then the fan will mount to those. Alright, so let's get that done. Okay, so I have the two fans hooked up now. We got one on that side, one on that side. We took the red wires from the fans, connected them to the positive wire going down to the power source. We have the two black wires connected, and then before the ground goes to the power source, we have to split it into the thermistor. So we put this over here and then reconnected it to the ground, which is going to go back down the bottom. So when this senses that it gets too hot in here, it's going to kick the fans on and pump some air out and keep this thing cool. Alright, let's wire up the bottom. Okay, so I got it all hooked up here. We got the terminals plugged into the power and the ground, wires running up to the fans. And what I'm going to do, obviously because the fridge isn't running right now, I can't really test to see if they're going to kick on, but what I can do is just run a separate ground wire to bypass the thermostat. So let's do that. Okay, so I got a ground wire here. This is the ground for the fans. Okay, you can see they're not on. We're going to connect this. And fans are working, blowing some air. Both of them are running. Okay, we'll disconnect that. You'll see the fans shut off. Very nice and quiet. You can't even hear them running. That's awesome. So we're going to button this up and call it a done deal. And that should help to keep the refrigerator cool on those hot days. Blow some of this hot air out of here. Alright, so if that helps you guys out, subscribe, give a thumbs up, give a like, and we'll talk to you next time.